Audio Jungle.
It's wonderful joining you on today's edition of Bystanders at News Times. Of course, it's the weekend edition of this program. Michael Adekunle is saying happy weekend to every viewers watching us right now. Quickly to what we have on desk. Presidency, zoning can't stop Atiku Tambuwa in 2023. On presidency, zoning can't stop Atiku Tambuwa come 2023. Quickly to another story here. Edo Guber poll will be bloodier than anticipated. Edo State gubernatorial election poll will be bloodier than anticipated, says Tony Momoh. That's Tony Momoh warning Edo States. Okay, quickly to another story here. Why Oshomole Obaseki are locked in bitter feud. Why Oshomole Obaseki, the incumbent governor of Edo State, are locked in bitter feud, says ex-governor Osumbo. Behold, family of kidnappers. Behold, family of kidnappers. Father, mother, sons, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, pastor involved. How they terrorized Imo, Abia, Rivers, Ebonyi, Anambra, and Enugu State. That's how kidnappers terrorized Imo, Abia, Rivers, Ebonyi, Anambra, and Enugu State. Quickly to another story on the front page of this journal. No zoning in Anambra 2021 Guber. No zoning in Anambra 2021 Guber, says PDP National Working Committee. Says PDP National Working Committee affirms Nwobu as state chairman. On to the next one. Down the paper we have something on El-Rufai. El-Rufai not sincere. El-Rufai not sincere about ceding power to the south. El-Rufai not sincere about ceding power to the south. These are the stories we have on the front page of the Sun newspaper. Let's quickly join our reviewers for more analysis. I'll be right back.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. I am Matthew once more. You see, going by all the activities we are seeing in Edo State and going by all the political activities that is happening in Edo State, one can conclusively say that there might be crisis in Edo State. Bible said that I think it behoves on Nigerian security agencies to identify factors that may make the electoral process violent and nip it in the bud. Because it will be unacceptable if, with all the money being voted into all the security agencies in Nigeria, in this current dispensation, when you are having an isolated election, we still witness violence. Because where lie the DSS that have all it takes to do intelligence gathering? What is the police doing? What is the army doing? What is the navy doing? What I'm trying to say is that there will be synergy. There should be synergy. There should be symbiotic relationship among all the security agencies to ensure that wherever there is a potential threat that will lead to violence in this election should be nipped in the bud. I am not taking away the tendency of Nigerian politicians to circumvent the rule, and if the people are trying to do that, they come with violence. That is why the security agencies, police especially, should be on top of the situation. Because we have witnessed elections in this country. We have seen how bloody it used to be. We saw what happened in Kogi election. How somebody was burned down, a lady was burned down in her house. Now, if the two contending parties, the PDP and APC, are making some inciting statements, are making some unguided statements that may threaten the peace of that state, I think the security agencies, the commissioner of police in that state should be held responsible if there is breakdown of law and order, because they have the capacity to nip any crime in the bud. It doesn't matter whose house is God. If anybody is threatening the peace of the state by way of trying to circumvent the electoral process, I think the police should do the honorable thing to invite that person, do a diligent investigation, and where necessary, charge such person to court. To the electorates, I advise they should play by the rule. And I advise INEC to be unbiased by our standard. INEC should make sure, because by our standard, INEC is the umpire. But if in this 21st century, we still see an INEC that will circumvent, that will collude with some politicians and some bad security personnel to circumvent the electoral process, for me it will be unacceptable. I say this particularly because in the last general election, we saw what transpired in Rivers State. It didn't all go well for electoral process. International community is not comfortable with it.
Even the foreign observers.
Yes. We saw what happened even in Osun run election. A situation where some persons were barred from voting centers. We do not want to witness such in Edo State. What we want in Edo State is let everybody adhere to the rules. Extant laws should be applied, should be maintained. Both parties and the police who have the mandate to secure the environment should be up to their responsibilities and ensure that we have a peaceful election in Edo State. Thank you very much.
Now, don't you think the president at this point in time, as the head of the armed forces, the commander, the chief commander of the armed forces in this country, should stand up and make the strict rules?
Well, for me, we don't have a leader as far as Nigeria is concerned. Of course, there are many evidence that attest to this. We don't have a leader that could chart a way forward for the country, economic-wise, that could protect, of course, that will place as a priority the safety of our citizens and their property. We don't have a leader on this basis. We only have a leader, of course, who sponsored and continue to sponsor serial killers. You see, look at what is happening even down in Kaduna State. The northern states have promulgated the Sharia law even within the Nigerian constitution, which means we are running two parallel governments, two constitutions. The Sharia law was approved in the Nigerian states, about 12 states of the northern states, and nobody called for answer. Look at, somebody was executed, a musician was executed based on Sharia process. Was convicted rather, not based on conventional courts.
For blaspheming Momoh.
For blaspheming Muhammad, where we have a freedom of worship, freedom of religion and expression. This is Nigeria for you. So I don't see Nigeria getting better based on this premise. Look, whatever will happen in Edo State will not be a surprise to me. Why? Because with the system of things, look at what Buhari said just a few weeks ago. He said they would have used the army and the instrument of the state to rig the election if they so desire. Is it a man that we should engender, democratic rule? Free democratic rule and prosperity for the people?
The president didn't make such a statement. Did he make such?
He of course, he made those statements previous, or whichever him or his
on those states?
No, he said generally that if they want to rig election, they will use the instrument of force of the state, the army and the military and all that. He made reference to the previous elections.
That's if they had wanted.
Yes, if they had wanted
to rig.
Of which they did, but could not succeed. He could not succeed. So whatever happens, my stake is that the people of Edo should know that it's about their youth, it's about their family, their children. So they should rise against whosoever that will want to cause civil unrest, that will result to casual deaths within their own people. These are just within Edo residents, so they shouldn't have allowed a Shomole and the power broken the APC to disrupt the state. Of course, I also remind them of what Oba said. He's standing with the people, and of course, he will not want to see his own domain being thrown in disarray as a result of selfish ambition by people who has no interests of the people at heart.
All right, thank you so much.
Fine, Mr. Mike, thank you very much. Good Saturday. Happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday to you too.
Thank you.
You are a citizen of Edo State, right?
That is the symbol. When you see this symbol, you know what I'm talking about.
All right, now, and it has been said that Edo State election will be bloodier than ever. Now, as a citizen of that state, what advice would you give to the governor? I'm talking about the incumbent governor of that state. Of course, he's also trying to get back to his position. We have an opposition there, which is Yamu, also trying to get to that seat. Now, what advice would you give to both of them? Let's leave Oshomole aside.
Yes, thank you very much. As I said, I blame the president. Every time you see me here, I always blame the president. Why? The body language of president. And this election that the whole world is watching to see how come 2023 election will be. If you get Edo right, Ondo right, automatically 2023 will be better. I don't understand me. President Buhari benefit free and fair election under Jonathan. I don't understand me. Jonathan said, I don't want one person to be king if I want to be elected, or else I better step down. But Buhari body language that we are not going to take chances the way Bayelsa, the way other area, you know, the meaning of that is to tell the APC, go as you like, king, and get that mandate. But let me tell you, with the Edos, we are very smart. And INEC, I want to advise INEC, if you don't get Edo right, automatically, just pack your load and Buhari, just go. Because you cannot conduct 2020 elections. And issue of violence, you can see the APC opposition. They want to move the governor to be violent. They want the governor to retaliate. You can see how the governor is going for campaign, house to house. But APC, we know them, they are accident. They like violence, they like fighting, they like propaganda. The same for Shomole. You brought up Eze Yamu and say Eze Yamu is the best. Eze Yamu you condemned before. Have you forgotten condemn Eze Yamu? There is an armed robber. He's a thief. Now you are not bringing Eze Yamu to come and fight Obaseki. Well, we the adults, we have no choice to support Obaseki. I'm from Isha. I know APC have no ground in Isha, Uromi. It's not possible. Even the Esako, Oshobola has no ground there because he lost election during presidential election. I don't know where Oshobola is formulating this thing, but I believe one man is behind this thing. One man from Southwest is to get to Oshobola because they have agenda in 2023. It's not going to work. With the adults, we have agreed. We are not going to fight. We are not going to shed blood. We are going to vote massive. I will be in Edo. I have traveled to Edo. I went there. I just came back last month, to go and let my people, even phone, that we cannot, the next president governor after Obaseki is Ali Shama. We must get that mandate. That is Oshomola. Eze Yamu, our president who is sleeping that sorrow. I said it again. Body language. Body language.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
The culture of one man, one vote. Can it work in that terrain?
Let me tell you. If INEC, if INEC stood, it will work. If INEC believe, if INEC not play Wayo the way they play for Kogi, it will work because although we don't like violence, we don't want to fight, but they are looking for a way that when we fight, they will cancel the election. You can see now, anywhere Obaseki go to campaign, APC will go there and fight them. But Obaseki don't retaliate. But let me tell you, let them use the army, let them use the police. The whole world are watching. Yes. Let, come in.
Mr. Mike Adekunle,
Yes.
On this aspect of it, I'm going to support my big bros.
Yes.
Yesterday, Obaseki went to
Esako.
Yeah, Esako, and then again, he was being stoned.
Yes.
He did not retaliate because, see, you know, governance is the role model of the state. He is small of the state. There is no how he can retaliate.
Yes,
and the people he want to govern.
Yeah.
So that shows how credible he is. Not like our fake pastor, who is the imam, the Alhaji in the night. The next morning he will turn pastor.
Thank you very much. Look, my brother, even from Calabar, we are one. We believe in Nigeria.
Yes.
We don't like fight.
You guys see what happened?
Jonathan, I let the fight to Jonathan. During Jonathan time, there is peace. There is peace. Buhari, camera, look at me very well. Simple George is opening gate in that sorrow. Team hand with your Buhari, let them walk. Oh, you only have 2 years now, not 3 years, you know. Abi, killing is too much. Please, Buhari, leave better people. Let's vote normal way. 1 man, 1 vote. 1 children, 1 vote. 1 woman, 1 vote. Buhari, Oshobola, pack your load. Go Abuja. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on ground. Thank you, our esteemed viewers. I remain Samson David. I want to air my voice with what Mr. Loki has said. Edo State, South should be one. South has always been under the umbrella of what? PDP. So one man cannot take them backward. One man cannot take South back to Egypt.
And who is the man?
Oshomole cannot drag them back. That is the truth. South in general has always been PDP state. And then again, you can see the trend of development, the trend of governance going there. So one man single-handedly cannot, because of his own selfish interest, drag the state back. I'd rather advise Adams Oshomole. He should go back and beg his Liberia wife, because the woman has now filed a what? Divorce. That is Oyibo wife has now run away from him because of this is stupid life. Because of this is a trust. Because of this is untrustworthy life. Oshomole will tell you this in the morning. Oshomole will come back and tell you this is not right in the night.
And that has been the attribute of some politicians in Nigeria.
That has been the major attribute of Comrade Adams Oshomole. Oshomole from on ground has never been a straightforward man. You can see what he was.
But do we have a straightforward politician in Nigeria?
Yeah, we do. Just that few of them. We have some persons who are very much credible, in which you can hold very accountable. You can see what Adams Oshomole did when he was the chairman of what? Electoral Labour Congress. He will tell Nigerians, tomorrow close your shop, next day Oshomole at night will go and collect money from the government. Is that someone in which other people want to trust again? I want to stand at this point. I want to tell other people now, let them come out en masse. September 19, let them come out en masse and vote for Obaseki, because a man, Oshomole even said it, and then he said that Obaseki was his success. Obaseki contributed to the success of his own administration, because this man came from a private sector in which everything was being done through due processes. Everything was on point. So see if he could acknowledge that, Obaseki was the engine room of his government. So now, because of his own self-centered, because of greed, now he wants to turn around now and bring a Fulani man and bring a fake pastor. Just for those things.
He's a Yamwe Fulani man.
He's a fake pastor now, because I wish as of now, Pastor E.A. Adeboye should have put him out of the ministry, because I cannot see you, a pastor that has been alleged of 700 million, a fake pastor that was the SSG under Lucky Benedict. They could not construct any road. That is the same man that will still go to the pulpit, altar, and start preaching. Jesus Christ is too patient. Jesus Christ should have struck him to death. Because if
objection, I disagree with your position on the basis that a pastor has no right to contest.
I am not saying that he does not right.
Because get me wrong. He was a pastor.
I did not say
he has no right.
This is his credibility. All Jews of Kanu that was being considered now, that was being committed to Lord now. Is it not working freely now? He does not need. You don't need to tell a blind man that the rain is coming. He will know. You know this man is being alleged of 700 million, and the man embezzled it. Now I want to charge INEC now. Let INEC happens to be an independent body now. Edo election should be credible. Edo election should be fair. Now I want to believe that Professor Momoh Yakub said that once the result comes, it will be transmitted now. So they want to test run electronic voting. So I want to charge them. Every election should be credible. INEC should not be partisan on this. That is my take. I thank you, Mike, for giving me opportunity to speak, and I thank God Almighty that He gave us life to see ourselves. May His name be glorified in Jesus' name. I object a word that you say, a developed country like Nigeria. Nigeria is not developed. Nigeria is still primitive. Nigeria is still in a Adamic world, a cake world. Because look at what is happening in Nigeria. Are we developed? What others are happening in Nigeria? We are not developed. Even though we have not started developing. We have not started developing. We are still in square zero. And not only square zero, we put a square peg in a round hole. That's where Nigeria is. Now, talking of Edo election, without you being told, don't you know what will happen in Edo? That some people, some vampires, call themselves politicians, have come to suck blood in Edo, which Father God will never allow them to succeed. Now, look at it. Obaseki was going last time, I think last 2 days ago, they stoned him. Who stoned him? The same talks of politicians that we are calling youth come and demonstrate. The same youth are stoning their governor. A man whose hand is clean. A man who wants to push Edo in right track. They are stoning him because of one gorilla, one chimpanzee who have lost out from the jungle party known as APC. Now want to come in a city, in a residence where human beings are resting, where human beings are staying. Want to come and scatter Edo? Please, Edo people, allow PDP, allow Obaseki to win in PDP, so that big umbrella will shade you from destruction, will shade you from Boko Haram, will shade you away from Fulani herdsmen, will shade you away from godfatherism, will shade you away from doubt. Obaseki, God will allow you to succeed. But the man that said that Edo will blood here, that we at his president, I think Mr. Momoh also, Mr. John Momoh, the man predicted right. If case not taken, Edo will be not only bloodshed, it will be a grave of human being. It will be a graveyard. The way Oshimole is going. And if PDP did not sit up and watch out, what happened in 2019 presidential election will happen again. They will rob them. If the PDP did not sit up like Wike sit up in Rivers State, APC will take Edo and Ondo are test running. These two states are test running of 2023. These two states are test running. How APC will mingle, will manipulate, will rig, will slaughter, will kidnap to make sure they are in power.
Which means if they get it right with these two states, there's tendency for we to run a free, fair, and credible election.
2023, right? Yes. But I doubt if INEC will run free and fair election, because since Yakubu entered there, there's no free and fair election. And if he run free and fair election in these two states, it's a mistake of him, because that's not his nature. It's a mistake of him. I'm expecting to do the right thing he knows to do. How to rig election for APC.
Right.
So, I mean, Edo people should wake up.
All right, thank you
should
so
rise
much.
up and defend their vote.
All right,
and defend Obaseki.
Right.
And defend the Edo state.
There have been fears that the Edo election might come up with shedding of blood, come up with violence. Don't you think something drastic needs to be done security-wise in that state to avert this menace?
Thank you so much, Michael. 4 or 5 days ago, we are yearning for revolution here. We saw revolution now, people they are here. Michael, Edo election is going to be bloody. There are various forecasters, playmakers who made that as a prediction, and I'm one of them. The only thing is that we pray that God should take control. Then again, let me tell you, it's going to be bloody. And everybody canally should accept it, because what do you mean by revolution? Revolution cannot just achieved with ordinary velvet glove. Revolution is by blood, bang, bomb. You don't achieve revolution by just kissing, romancing, no.
Not even just by protesting.
Not even just by protesting. Wow. Revolution is not an easy thing. That's why I'm telling our brothers, revolutionary, Tanko movement to partner with IPOB. We need this on a platter of gold. See what is playing out in Edo State. I've never seen such thing before. In the history of Nigeria, I've never seen such thing before. I've never seen a criminal coming out on a garden site say, I'm a criminal, I stole, I killed, and they say, off the hook, he goes. If anybody is being crafty, if anybody is being a thief or a criminal, he goes into hiding. There's a way you play it. But Adam Oshomole is a criminal. If the criminal he comes out and tells people this is what I'm going to do, and see federal government is not doing anything. The police are there, they're not doing anything. The army, they are there, they are not doing anything. So what is going to happen in Edo? We all commit it unto the hand of God, so that there won't be much bloodshed. But I tell you, probably people are going to die there, because these people are going there to use federal might to torment, to make sure that they impose power, they impose that verdict on Edo people.
Several times we've seen situations whereby elections are being postponed.
Yes.
Do you see this taking place in Edo elections?
Yes, if it.
From that, on this election, do you see this taking place?
Yes, Akeredolu and his deputy. What is going on in Ondo State is a really eyesore. You understand? Tinubu is trying to get his root there. He's trying to install his political dynasty there, power or strength or structures there, but Edo people, they are not giving him gap. If you look at Akeredolu from the outset, Akeredolu is not on Tinubu's side. He's not supporting Tinubu. But this time around, Tinubu himself is trying to have ground in Ondo State. Look at the deputy governor. The deputy governor, sometimes ago, I think 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, he came to PDP. And that one is causing serious political ripples in Ondo State. So, from Ondo axis, I'm seeing PDP having an edge there. You understand? In Ondo State, yes, PDP. But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But comfort may in Edo State, blood must flow.
And do you think the federal might play out?
Federal might play out, but someone is there to stop them. I pray that God should give him the strength.
Who is the person?
His Excellency Nyesom Wike of Rivers State is going to Edo State with his own forces to counter federal might. I predict it and I pray so. No, it's not. It's going to be possible. No. He's one of the stakeholders in PDP. Secondus. It will be there, Davidson. I'm telling you.
If you can see what I think in 2014, when this man drove, this former CP drove Amechi back. He drove Edo-5 back. He said he shouldn't be in this state because this is not your state. Campaign has ended.
P2B is true. P2B of Anambra State.
Yes, campaign has ended.
Right.
So go back to your state.
Yes, he had him house arrest in Oka. That's P2B did it. But I'm telling you, the kind of personality we enjoy in Wike, Nyesom Wike, supersede that of El-Rufai. Niger Deltas. Who are the Niger Deltas? Edo is among Rivers State, Anambra State, Imo State. Let me tell you, it's not going to be easy for APC to mess Edo State up. Left to Obaseki alone, they will floor him there, they will rig it. That is, they will bastardize this election. APC will do that.
So what I'm trying to say is that Secondus, yes, some weaker forces, if joined together, we help Obaseki to take the day in those states.
All right.
In 1972, Alade Market was built, a prestigious market to meet varieties of clothing and household items. 34 years later, it was very necessary to rebuild this market. By 2016, the market was demolished. A temporary site was built for the construction of a new Alade shopping complex. Today, we announce the commencement of the construction of the new Alade shopping complex situated on the same Allen Avenue, Ikeja. It's an 8-block of 42 shops, a total of 336 shops in a conducive environment, enough car park, and all services attendant. The sizes of the shops are from 12 square meters to 60 square meters, located at the corner piece of Allen Avenue Junction. The ground shop rent goes for 75,000 naira per square meter, while the first floor rent goes for 50,000 naira per square meter. Early subscribers enjoy a 30% discount under the fixed rental income investment, while later subscribers enjoy an instrumental payment payable within 12 months. This development is a public-private partnership between Ikeja local government and Master Reality International Concept Limited. For more information, please call.
And on this note, I say goodbye to you on today's edition of Bystanders at this time on Flip TV. Make sure you join us next time on the same channel. Of course, I still remain Michael Adekule, the man behind the camera. Festus Oluwabukumi. You can join us on our social media handles displayed on your screen. You can still join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo Adekule. On Instagram, Adekule Michael Temitayo. Don't forget to subscribe to the sister channel of Flip TV, Flip TV Plus. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.
Audio Jungle.